What's up everyone, I'm Johnny B. Crazy. Hit all the buttons below, and let's get started with the Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 6, The Iron Throne, breakdown, review, analysis. This is the finale of the entire series, and I can say I am slightly underwhelmed. I like where the characters ended up for the most part, but how they got there was a little sloppy. As a whole, the season wasn't horrible to me. I actually enjoyed most of it. The finale seemed, like I said, rushed and a little off. Let's just kind of get into it. Tyrion, of course, immediately finding his brother and sister being responsible for the death of his entire family is completely tragic. Pretty much a sob story for Tyrion, and he can't seemingly escape this hand of the king position that he so desperately just doesn't want. And, he puts Bran the Broken on later. We'll talk about that in just a second. Like Emilia Clarke's speech, Dany's speech, right here. She actually said that she studied Hitler and Mussolini speeches. That's pretty crazy. But Dany really portrayed this well, the Mad Queen, very well here. I'll say that they went slightly overboard with the crazy eyes. But if they would have been able to progress it a little more, if we wouldn't have had such a short season, wrap up this epic story so quickly, I think it would have played out better. Yeah, she's eventually has the power lust. You can see it a little bit already in the books if you look for it. It's there, but enough of that. Like, Emilia Clarke's performance was really good. I actually rather enjoyed it. The way everything went. Jon kills Dany here, and the jilted lover, a mirroring of Ygritte. He has to hold her in his arms as she dies, the same as Ygritte. Drogon coming and not killing Jon, I guess because he's Targaryen here, and burning down the Iron Throne, the cause of his mother's downfall. It's pretty poetic. He presumably, in my opinion, takes her back to old Valyria, where Tyrion and Jorah first saw Balerion flying over during their encounter with the Stone Men. Grey Worm ends up going to Noth. Whether he'll get bitten by a poisonous butterfly, I don't know. Or stung by a poisonous butterfly, I don't know. Sansa was to be queen, independence for the North, who, as we can see throughout the show, has been a separate entity altogether. The strong-willed, the independence, one of the most independent females on the show, in my opinion, and she clearly states that here. Stern, strong, firm in her beliefs, and sticks to her guns. You gotta respect that. You have all your other endings, A Song of Ice and Fire is written. It's not the book we know. This is a completely different version written by Archmaester Ambrose, this guy right here. And Tyrion apparently is not a part of it. Much to his chagrin, Bronn gets his castle and everything he ever dreamed for. I don't know why. And we'll get a little bit into Bran the Broken. Now I can see this happening. Mira Jojen, my prince. It comes full circle from the person who got pushed out the window to be risen up to the seat of power. Like I said, they just made Bran really weird, and him accepting the kingship would be why you would say he can't be the lord of anything. You go back and forth with that, but with all of Bran's knowledge, at the very least it would make a good hand of the king like Bloodraven did. It makes you wonder if Bran has evil intentions here, or if his intentions were evil. Presumably he knows how things are going to play out, in a sense. Could he have stopped this senseless slaughter is a very key question. Let me know what you think in the comments. And we'll talk about Arya. I'll try to make this short and sweet. Going west of Westeros like Alyssa Farman, or Alice Westhill from Fire and Blood, Rhaena Targaryen's favorite. Alice Westhill stole the dragon eggs that became Dany's. I think this is pretty cool. And Corlys Velaryon the Sea Snake presumably saw the Sun Chaser in a Asshai port some years later. Now, we do know she found 3 jets of rocks with one of the Hightower sons, and they named the 3 jets of rocks Aegon, Rhaenys, and Visenya. No one knows if she actually made it around the world. Will Arya go to Americos? We have yet to find out, but they have left us with these spin-off series in a sense, but we did get resolution here, right? One thing you can say is they didn't leave it too open-ended. We don't have to speculate about where our characters ended up. John going beyond the wall, basically being a Night's Watch, even though it's not what it used to be, and he can presumably be free north of the wall. John is a free folk at heart, has always been a free folk, and he'll probably just go back to the cave with Tormund. All in all, there was a lot of things in this episode that were visually stunning. There's a lot of visuals throughout the whole season. It was an okay season in my opinion. I still enjoyed it. I'm not enraged, but I can't say I'm completely happy. Definitely tell me what you think about the season in the comments. This has been an amazing series. I don't think there's been another series like it in the history of television. As many people that have watched it, bonded over it, and so forth. I can't be thankful enough for all of you fans out there. Everyone who shows up, watches my stuff, watches everybody else's stuff. Just thank you for being a fan. With that, just leave any comments you would like. Quickies of Ice and Fire coming up, Sir Duncan the Tall, and then we have a plethora of characters to choose from the A Song of Ice and Fire universe. So look out for that. And Westworld, Stranger Things, The Expanse coming up very, very soon. With that, let me give a shout out to all my patrons. Amy True, Anime Lover Nicole, Bobbi Catalano, Katrin Cronin, Catherine Harding, Clarissa Thompson, Dornish Dan, John St. Baptiste, Dark Mother, Katrin C from My Point of View, Nancy T, Sauntevia Major, and Susan Dunkel. Thank y'all so much, and thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit all the buttons below, respectively of course, especially the red one. This is Johnny Be Crazy. Hopefully we'll catch you on a Nooners sooner or later, Mondays and Fridays. Check it out.